What's going on, y'all? Thank you for tuning in with me. Today we have some fun stuff to talk about in crypto, but before we get started, let's check out crypto bubbles. So as we can see, a lot of red going on today, not much green, but if we take a look, we have WIF up about 9%. We have Mint up 9%, XRP down 9%, WorldCoin down 13%. So if you take a look with this crypto on a day-to-day basis, it's an emotional roller coaster. And if you're not ready for that, it's going to be hard for you to get into crypto. But, if you want these 500,000% returns, then, this is something that you obviously want to get into. But, it is going to be looking like this on a day-to-day basis. So maybe it's just best you don't check out your portfolio. You know what I mean? So if we look at CoinMarketCap, the Fear and Greed Index is at a 57, so it's neutral. And we're starting to see some more confidence in the market, which is a good thing. Bitcoin sitting at $63,810. We're down 1% for the day. And Ethereum at $3,415. We're at the same price as yesterday. Solana at $157, up about 1% for the day. And Solana up 15% for the week. Solana and XRP have been making some moves. Let's take a look at the price of XRP. Down 10% for the day. So, wow. So 56 cents is still up 26% for the week. Now, more than $230 million of assets have been transferred from a Wazir X wallet to another wallet. And this wallet has currently been dumping assets, including 640 billion Pepe, which is about $7.6 million. And this address has swapped Pepe, Gala, Tether, and Ethereum, and continues to swap other digital assets. So that was reported earlier today. Now this right here is some good news as well. 55% of Mt. Gox Bitcoin recipients choose to hold to their newly acquired Bitcoin, which is a major bullish sign for a new Bitcoin all-time high. And, I agree. I would do the same thing if I was the Mt. Gox recipients, because holding on to your Bitcoin for the long term is the real play. You don't want to sell it. The price is going to keep going up. You look at BlackRock and all these institutions, they're not going to be selling anytime soon. They're going to be holding on for the next 10 years, maybe longer than that. So the Fed, they're preparing for September cuts as Powell is shifting his focus to jobs. So that's good. We could be focusing on rate cuts finally. That's probably going to be the only one before the election. And we'll see some money start to move around in the economy. That's good for Bitcoin as well, because these cuts are going to lead to more inflation down the line. Also, Biden dropout chances rise to 68% after his COVID diagnosis. So if he drops out, Kamala's going to be the front runner. I do think that they're going to have a wild card. Could be Hillary Clinton, could be someone else behind the scenes. Now, Hong Kong, their $350 million crypto ETF market pins hope to Ethereum staking funds. Now, for those of us who bought Ethereum in 2020 for less than $200, I'm excited for this. Ethereum can easily hit $10,000 this cycle. And let's see, right here, the Greek government to impose crypto taxes starting next year, 2025. So all of this adoption happening on a global scale definitely means that crypto's not going anywhere. This is here for the long term, and countries are going to continue to pour more and more capital into the space. Spot Bitcoin ETF inflow plunged 87%. The crypto market faces a correction, and this happened within the last 2 days. So this shows you just how much the media influences people's buying pressure. And a couple of headlines can make somebody buy Bitcoin and sell Bitcoin, but they're not making that decision themselves. They're just falling into FOMO, and then when they feel the FUD, they sell. Bitcoin experts see Trump, Vance bullish on crypto and a weak dollar. So this is why they're betting on Bitcoin, because of the limited supply. the US dollar, it's an unlimited amount of it, and they're just going to keep printing $1 trillion every 90 days, which is ridiculous. I mean, that's a ticking time bomb. Bitcoin miner Crusoe to build a multi-billion-dollar AI data center in Texas. Now, I understand one of them may not be a big deal, but this right here is a big deal because it's going to be a domino effect. We're going to start to see these facilities continue to be built, and they're going to be built all over the United States and globally, obviously. Kraken custody expands to the UK and Australian markets. So we're starting to see how eventually billions and billions of people, which equals trillions and trillions of dollars, are going to be entering the crypto space over the next 2 decades. And if you're watching this video, you are super early to the party. Now, Vladimir Putin warns of power shortages from Bitcoin mining, and he calls for the expansion of a CBDC. So this is a currency that's going to be digital, and it's going to be coming from a central authority, bank or government institution, and they're going to control it. Now, other countries are already working on this in the background. They have all of the legislation ready to be put out. They just want everybody to be ready to, have this. They want people to be willing to accept it, but they don't want people to be ready financially. They want people to still be focused on the fiat currencies as they hyperinflate them. So they don't want you to own the real assets, which is, the Bitcoin. They want to purchase it all up. Ripple traders realize profits exceeding $111 million from XRP. Now, amidst the surge, XRP surpassed Bitcoin in Korea with a record-breaking trade volume that doubled. Now, check this out. Just a funny picture, the evolution of money. How we went from bartering, physical goods and services to using gold and silver that we held on for value and metal coins, which became like like pennies and nickels. Then fiat currency, paper money, to plastic cards, which is pretty much the point that we're at right now. And now we're entering that crypto space, which a lot of people have not fully adopted. A lot of people still feel skeptical about it, but they don't understand that once this is adopted by websites, institutions, then there's no going back to it. Just like social media and iPhones and stuff, you can try to hold off on it and you can wait to adopt it. But at the end of the day, you're just going to fall behind the trend as millions and billions of other people continue to adopt it before you. So I just thought that was a funny picture. Also, this one right here. This is obviously referring to the Trump, assassination attempt. So on the top it says Civil War if it would have happened successfully. But, fortunately, since that incident went wrong, we get 250K Bitcoin. Now, one thing I want to say is that I don't like to tell people Bitcoin is going to $250,000 because, I think we should be optimistic as possible, but at the same time, we should aim for something that is realistic, and we don't want to set ourselves up to be disappointed if we don't get a certain price point. We should just set ourselves to something that is actually attainable 100%, that we know is actually going to happen, instead of saying, oh, wow, it could hit 250. Why don't we actually be optimistic about the prices it's actually going to hit? So I just wanted to share that with you. But if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.